throughout the presentation. We're going to cover a lot of different information. But again, we are doing things that are absolutely incredible. The company has doubled in size from the time of last year to now. We've doubled, and we will double in size again from now until next year. We are having to move into bigger offices. We're having to buy more or hire more people. We have a satellite office in Madrid, Spain. I mean, we are growing. We have people's incomes going through the roof. We got people like Igor and Larissa in their first 13 months got to 300,000 a year in residual income. Now, again, that's a record. I don't want you to think that that's some kind of a norm. No one's ever done it that fast before. But the fact that we're seeing more and more people like Ark and Tatiana, over 200,000 in 18 months, right? Andrew Ivanov, over 170,000 in 14 months. Cynthia Sly, over 170,000 in 14 months. I mean, people are flat out getting paid. And so again, whether you want to travel for less, you want to learn how you can travel for virtually nothing, or you're open to the idea of making money, having a little side hustle, the single largest industry in the world, doing things that have never been done before in the travel space, this is the place you want to be. Now, just real quickly, for my wife, Jean, and I, this thing happened partly because our daughter played college softball. And so we were traveling all over the country, trying to catch all her collegiate games. We were obviously living in hotels and rental cars, and this is getting expensive. We found the program. Sure enough, we were saving huge money. I mean, we were booking hotels 50% off, 70% off, sometimes 30% off. Well, as the other sports parents saw the rates we were paying versus the rates they were paying, they were like, wait a minute, how'd you get that rate? It's this travel thing we joined. What travel thing and how do we join? I mean, guys, this is simple stuff, right? When you're saving the kind of money I'm about to document for you, it is not a difficult thing to share, and it can spread like wildfire, and every bit of that can be to your advantage. Now, on there on the screen, that is a picture of our gorgeous home office where we are domiciled in Southern California. That's Temecula, California. I happen to live in the same town as the corporate office. I've known the owner since 1998, by the way. We have customer service, multiple languages. We paid out millions and millions in commissions all around the globe. The paychecks go out on time, every time, as they have for the past 11 years. Our CEO and founder was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year. That's not me saying that. That's Inc. magazine. He didn't win, but he was a runner-up. Obviously, one of the better entrepreneurs on the entire planet. Now, his concept is showing people, number one, how they can book travel without all of the artificial markup. We're going to get into the details of what that means. You can book travel, for up to 70% off. Book travel at the travel agent rate. Number two, we're going to teach you how you can earn travel points for vacations. Number three, we can also show you, if you so choose, how you can make money from home, showing others how to save money on travel. Now, the travel industry, single largest industry in the world, nothing comes close to the size of this industry. In fact, it is twice the size as the oil industry. We all know how much money there is in oil and energy. It's twice the size. And guys, it is expected to grow by 50% in the next 9 years. This article came out from Bloomberg Finance. Travel will go to 15.5 trillion. It's currently at 10 trillion. And the next 9 years alone, that is a 50% increase. And guys, why is that? Why is travel booming? It's the one thing everybody wants to do. If you went out and asked 100 people tomorrow, if you had all the time and all the money in the world, what would you do? Number one answer, I travel. Ask 100 people tomorrow, do you like to travel? Half of them will correct you. No, we don't like to travel. We love to travel. We live to travel. Travel is my passion. It's the stuff of dreams. It's on my bucket list, the things I want to do before I die. Here's all the stuff, right? And you look at these people, well, if these are your dreams, why don't you go? And the answer is always the same. Well, I can't afford it. What if I could show you how to afford it? Not maybe someday, right now, this year, booking 40, 50, 60, 70% off. You can share that information with 3 other people. Now you're earning travel points that have no ongoing cost to you, and you can turn that in for vacations all over the world for virtually nothing, right? I mean, guys, that's an attention grabber. You can bring them on and we can document every bit of what I just said. Now, when it comes to saving money in travel, we do it in all the normal arenas: activities, cruises, tours. We have, obviously rental cars, show tickets, concert tickets, NFL tickets, all those kind of things. Now, the dirty secret in the travel business, the thing that almost nobody knows, is that two companies control the entire space. So you might go over to, Expedia's website and you're doing all your price shopping and comparisons, right? And, you're trying to do your due diligence. Think, you know what? I'm going to slide on over to Orbitz, right? Just double check that price. And of course, Orbitz, that's a different company, got their own commercials, got their own jingle, right? They got their own logo, they got their own site, different functionality. And you pull up a price that's different than Expedia, but close. Then you hide over to hotels.com and Trivago and Hotwire and Travelocity and cheap tickets and carrentals.com, right? And what you didn't know was the entire time Expedia owns every single one of those sites. They go to great lengths to make you think you're price shopping. That's why they all have a different price, although they're all the same company. They're literally sit back laughing, going, I wonder who they're going to choose, because the money's coming to the same place no matter who you choose. Now, I've told you several times, I believe that documentation beats conversation, right? And I'm going to document everything I say tonight, okay? And so I'm going to play you a video that comes from NBC News investigative reports.
If you go to online travel sites and scour them looking for the best hotel deal, you may be actually wasting your time.
NBC4 consumer investigator Randy Mack is here to explain how that works.
That's right. There's a reason these deals look similar. And the problem is that these third-party sites often fall under the umbrella of one or two companies. So while you think you're searching for multiple companies looking for the very best deal, every deal you're considering may actually be from the same company.
Many savvy travelers look for the best hotel deals online.
I usually look at sites that kind of claim to have the best deals.
It seems like there's a lot of competition.
I've used Expedia, Trivago, there's Booking.com.
Always looking for a bargain. I like to see the red numbers that make you think like you're getting a good deal.
But that may not be the case.
Almost all those sites are owned by one of two companies.
According to the nonprofit Consumer's Checkbook, Expedia and Booking Holdings owns 95% of third-party booking sites. That means shopping around may be a waste of time, and Checkbook says calling the hotel directly won't land you a better deal. They're hesitant to undercut the booking sites.
So that very last line, calling the hotel directly, isn't going to help you either. Why? Because they will not undercut Booking Holdings, which is really Priceline, by the way, and Expedia. They won't undercut those guys. Why? Because they get all of their business from them. The hotel says, look, if you undercut our price, well, then we'll just kick you off. Expedia says, we'll kick you off our platform and enjoy bankruptcy, because the hotel gets all of their business from those guys. They control all the traffic. So let me give you just a real world practical example. On the screen, that's my middle daughter. She got married in Zion National Park in Utah. Or that picture is real, not Photoshopped. And, they wanted to take their honeymoon to the Maldives. And of course, with that private bungalow you see there on the screen. On Expedia's website, it was 10 grand. On our site, same room, same date, same everything, 6 grand. Okay. We were $4,000 cheaper. Now, here's the biggest misnomer. People are like, wait a minute, hold on. How are you guys getting a better rate than Expedia? And I want you to hear me closely. We do not have a better rate than Expedia. $6,000 is the rate. Expedia has the same rate, but they chose to mark it up to 10 grand. Then they chose to buy up every travel site you can think of. So when you price shop, all you see is 10 grand. And if you call the hotel directly, they don't dare undercut Expedia Priceline. They'll be like, yeah, 10 grand, that's the rate, when $6,000 is the actual rate, okay? Now you know how the travel business works. If you want further proof of that, all you have to do is Google the top 10 internet companies in the world. There's Amazon, Google, Facebook, Alibaba, eBay, Netflix, right? These guys are all making billions and billions and billions. We all know that. And on that list, what do you know? Priceline and Expedia. Now, remember, they do not own anything travel related. They don't own a hotel. They don't have a cruise ship. They don't have a car rental agency. How are they making billions and billions and billions every month? Just like Amazon, Google, and Facebook? Because they own a monopoly, right? And when you get rid of the monopoly, when you get rid of the artificial markup, you can book for $11.48 instead of $17.97 over here at the Paradise Point Hotel, right? Priceline $13.07. Our price $665. Guys, this is on a 3-night stay. You're saving $213 a night. It's not like they marked it up $20, right? Captain Kirk, the Priceline negotiator, he's got to eat too. No, they marked it up $213 a night. At some level, that should infuriate you. How many moms and dads dream of taking their kids to San Diego? Man, we'll go to the zoo, we'll go to the ocean, we'll go to SeaWorld. Mama's going like, we ain't going anywhere. Why? Because I got some internet site jacking the price up, making travel untenable, unaffordable for the average person across the world. All of that stops now. We're bringing a brand new model to the travel industry. Now, to give you guys just a little inclination of how old and how outdated the current pricing model is, the model that they're all following, it dates back to the year 1758. It's older than the country we live in, right? Maybe, just maybe it's time for something new. So we're bringing the Netflix model to travel. Now, what does that mean? Well, if you think about Netflix, they don't make money selling movies. They make money selling a membership that allows you to watch an unlimited number of movies. We as a company, we don't make money selling travel. We make money selling a membership that allows you to book travel with no markup so that you can book 40, 50, 60, 70% less, right? And again, if you're someone who travels once every 2 years, you might be better off booking at Expedia. But if you're someone that travels once or twice a year, and wants to travel more, we're going to save you an absolute fortune. So let me give you just a side-by-side example. Now, we're streaming to social media. Anytime we're recording and streaming to social media, we cannot tell you the price and the name of the place. We can tell you the price, we can't tell you the name of the place. Or we can tell you the name of the place, we can't tell you the price. They forbid us, okay? They go to great lengths to keep the pricing a secret, right? You can't put it on television, can't put it on billboards, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't put it on YouTube, no Facebook, but in a private setting. We do these live pricing demonstrations all the time when we're not recording. We open up Expedia, we open up our site, side by side, city after city, and people are like, holy crap, you are 40, 50, 60, 70% less. Okay, tonight we're streaming to Facebook. I can't do live pricing demo, but what I can do is black out the name of the place and just give you an illustration, okay? So you can tell by the picture, okay, clearly the same room, okay? I didn't give you the name of the place, but it's clearly the same room on the same date. Now, at the bottom, you can see here, this is Expedia site in the middle. Over here, you see this is our site. Now, Expedia, by the way, they're giving you a heck of a deal here. Honey, 35% off. It's unbelievable. Expedia, they got this huge sale. They're going to save me a lot of money. It's 35% off, right? Well, we come over here. We see the price. Pay now. Right here, see that big red arrow? It's $154.81 on Expedia. If we come over to our site, we can see it is $38.71. Same room, same date, same everything, guys. Now, how did you guys get a better rate than Expedia? We didn't get a better rate than Expedia. That's the markup they put on travel. That's how they're paying for the Priceline negotiator, Captain Kirk. That guy ain't cheap. That's how they're paying for the tens of millions of dollars in commercials they run on television. You guys even know the jingles, Expedia.com. I mean, you've heard it. I mean, all of that costs millions and millions and millions. Where do you think that money comes from? Now you know, right? You now know more about the travel business than 99% of the people on the entire planet. Now, this 72% off you see here, this big red number, we have 13 wholesale feeds that come into our travel site, okay? And we take an aggregate of what the average retail price would be. And so we say the average retail price is $137, okay? And based on that price, well, then our price is 38, which means you're saving 72%. That big red 72% is pretty accurate within a couple of points either direction. So for example, over here, Expedia's charging $154. Well, we're assuming they're only charging $137. In this case, they're actually charging more than we claim. So the savings wouldn't be 72%. Excuse me, I got on the wrong screen here. Savings wouldn't be 72%. The savings here would actually be 75. Well, sometimes it's a little less than we claim, and the savings wouldn't be 72, it'd be 68. But again, you get the idea that within a few percentage points, this big red bold number is pretty accurate. Well, again, we're over here on a screen. You see the big black, right? I can't tell you the name of the place, right? But these are actual places. You can see the aggregate on this one is $6,500. Our price, $1,133. We are 83% less than the average retail site. This place right here in Las Vegas, Nevada, that's a famous hotel. Many of you are like, oh, I know that place. That's the blank, right? If you don't know what it is, just Google Vegas, you'll figure it out. Anyway, on Expedia site, 3,900, our site, 1,772. I mean, 55% off. My wife and I are going to be on the Strip tomorrow at a famous hotel that's named after a city. Okay. On Expedia site, $450. Our site, $178. We'll be there tomorrow. We got the place for 55% off compared to other sites. We can play this game all day, guys. We do the live pricing demo tonight. I blacked out the names, just trying to give you a feel. 64% off, 66% off, 57% off, right? I mean, as we're doing this, can you think of 3 other people anywhere on the planet that might want to save this kind of money on travel? And if you're like most people, you're thinking like 3, I can think of 33, right? Guys, the travel industry is long overdue for something new. Now, let me move on real quick. As good as all that is not what made us big. What made us big is what I'm about to show you next. This is our Dreamcation platform. And this is where we can show anybody, anywhere, any budget, how they can have an unbelievable, magical vacation, 4 and 5-star vacation, once every 6 to 7 months. Okay. And usually for most people, twice a year. But if you're, getting some bigger places, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, it might be 2 vacations every 14 months, right? All based on how your points work, right? But anyway, I'm going to show this to you from our platinum perspective. It's our #1 seller. Okay. Maybe you want to go to the Canary Islands. Now, if you're a platinum, you can go for nothing. If you're a titanium, right, that's a lesser membership. We'll get to that later. Well, that's going to cost you $14 a night, right? You take $14 a night times 7 nights, and you realize I'm going there for about $100, right? So, platinums get a better rate. Okay. We get more points. We get a better rate. But either way, it's a great deal. Maybe you want to go to Disney. This is a name brand resort. You would all know right outside of Disney. You got a full kitchen, living room, dining room, flat screen TV, separate bedroom with a jacuzzi tub in it. That's the honeymoon suite. You got palm trees, swimming pools, 10 minutes from Disney. You're here 8 days, trading your travel points, and it only costs you $84 after you trade in the travel points. Maybe you want to go to Cabo San Lucas. This is a place my wife and I stayed at. The normal price for this place is $600 to $1,000 a night. We were here 7 nights, 8 days for absolutely nothing, right? We traded in 1,300 of our 3,000 points. I'll get that in a moment. That's my wife there. Hi, honey. You can see they were ocean front. That's a swim up bar down there by that first pool, right? See the beach. We leave the door open all night and listen to the waves crash, right? They got an infinity pool up on the roof. You can see the water. It looks like it runs off the edge of the building. When you're up there and you got the ocean behind you, the selfies are absolutely incredible. So we were here 7 nights, 8 days, and we traded in 1,300 points. And then we had to pay the tax, $50-$60, right? And so we were here 7 nights, 7 nights, 8 days, guys, for nothing. Now remember, each account earns 3,000 points a year. Well, my wife told 3 people she's earning 3,000 points. I told 3 people I'm earning 3,000 points. So out of our 6,000 points, right, 500 points a month, this place cost us, 1,300. It's like 2.5 months worth of points. And so we have these kinds of places all over the world. You want to get a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, full kitchen, living room, a 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom. You want a studio, 480,000 weeks. Now, this is where a lot of questions typically come up. Okay. Are there any blackout dates? No. Is there a contract? No. Can I cancel any time? Absolutely. Are there any penalties? No. Do I have to go to a timeshare? No. Is this timeshare? No. Am I a travel agent? No. Do I have to do this? No. What about that? No. What about that? No. Let me say it in Japanese. No. The whole program is based on want to, not have to. Okay. We have places in every place, every resort place in the entire world, every country, guys. 480,000 weeks just in the getaways. There's 7 nights, 8 days, studios, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, full kitchen, that kind of place. Now, in addition to those places, right, we also happen to have our world tours. Now, what's the difference between that and a world tour? Those are 7 nights, 8 days typically. The world tours are typically 5 days. Now, some are 6, some are 7, but typically 5 days. The getaways, right? You get full kitchens and living rooms, but there's no food included. The world tours, usually breakfast, sometimes they're all inclusive. The getaways, you go on your own, have a great time. The world tour lots of people from our company will be going to the same place at the exact same time. Now, I want to be clear. You don't have to participate with those people. No one will know you're part of our company unless you tell them. There's no set agenda. You go there, do your own thing, have a great time. But for a lot of you, right? For example, on the screen, this is Dubai. You're going to be at the Grand Blank. Can't tell you the name, but you would know it in a heartbeat. Like, oh my gosh, everyone knows them. They're synonymous with luxury, right? You're at the Grand Blank. It's a 5-star waterfront property, breakfast included. When I say breakfast, look at the picture in the lower right-hand corner. Every kind of fruit, every kind of juice, every kind of pastry. They got the chefs there, make it up any way you want. The breakfast for 2 people alone at the Grand Blank normally costs $90 a day, okay? You're going to be here 6 days. My wife and I just booked it, not for $99, but for $49. I will be there at the end of April. So exactly 2 months from now, I will be here sending you pictures. Might even hop on and do the broadcast, right? It is 6 p.m. my time here. I believe over there it is now 5 a.m. or 7 a.m. I might get that backwards, but I might hop on here and do the presentation and say, guys, we're here in Dubai. Here's the room. They got an ice skating rink in it, right? Inside the place. And so, guys, as good as all that is, when you're there at the world tour, you're going to get to meet people. You'll see them in the elevator. They're wearing a Travorium hat, Travorium shirt, Travorium flip-flops, right? You'll see them at the pool. You'll see them at the breakfast. You'll see them riding camels or doing the things. I mean, all the stuff you're doing, right? And you're going to see, oh my gosh, you're part of Travorium. Where are you from? We're from Morocco. We're from Belgium. We're from France. We're from the UK. We're from the French Polynesian Islands. We're from the Canary Islands. We're from Singapore. We're from Japan. We're from the Philippines, Colombia, Argentina, Australia, Chile, the United States. I mean, you're going to meet people from all over the world. And by the time it's all said and done, as great as it is to be here for virtually nothing, you'll be talking about all the people you met. You'll be taking pictures with them, exchanging, Instagram and Facebook and WhatsApp information. You'll be hugging some of them. I love you, man. You're going to create memories that last a lifetime, and you're going to create friendships that transcend continents, right? And when you get to go on one and you come back, you'll say, okay, I thought I got it, but I didn't. I get it now. That is absolutely unbelievable. Epic. Wins the next one, right? And guys, here's the great thing. You're going to be going on 2 of these a year. 2 every single year. That's assuming you have 1 account. If you have a spouse, you'd be going on 4 a year, right? Now, here's Montego Bay. All the food, all the drinks, everything included. Oceanfront, 5-star. You're here for less money than the cost of a Motel 6. Here's the Portugal. Here's Porto Vallarta. All the food, all the drinks, oceanfront, everything included. $29 after you trade in your travel points. This is Las Vegas. This is a brand new, unbelievable resort. They spent $4.5 billion building this place. 5-star. You'll be here for $76. That is your total price. This is Venice, Italy, $1. Athens, Greece, $99. Hawaii. Crete, Greece. Look at the view. All the food, all the drinks, everything included, $319. Guys, that is your room. I mean, guys, all over the world, we have these kinds of places. I'm just trying to give you a taste. We got Thailand, we got Portugal, everywhere, right? In this category, there are over 100 world tours, 8 to 9 different ones a month, right? Now, the first category, we had 480,000 weeks. Here, we got over 8 to 9 trips per month to choose from, okay? So, guys, there's no lack of places to go. Now, if you want to get involved in our company, I'm going to assume you want to maintain the right, the ability to refer 3 people and earn money, okay? If you want that ability, that is a $79 decision. You get your replicated website, you get your back office, your ID number, you get the marketing videos, the tracking, the training, all those kind of things. Now, from there, you select your level of membership. Do you want the small, the medium, or the one that everyone actually buys, okay? The small, $52 a month, okay? Paying $600 a year. Now, for $600 a year, what am I getting? Well, you're getting the shopping and dining. I mean, many people save, $1,200 just in that category. You're getting the entertainment. Some people save $1,500 a year just in the entertainment category. You're getting to book at the travel agent rate. My buddy Jeff Miner just saved $1,400 on a truck rental. Arena saved $1,300 booking a room in Las Vegas. My wife and I just saved $250 booking one night tomorrow night, right? I mean, guys, if you travel, you will, this membership, the $52 a month is a joke, right? $600 a year, you're going to save thousands if you travel. Now, for $22 more per month, I can begin to earn travel points in addition to everything I just described. Now I'm going on 1 vacation per year the pricing's not quite as good as I showed you, but I gave you that one example, the Canary Islands. Instead of being there for free, it cost me 14 bucks a day, right? So my pricing's not quite as good, but it's still a good deal. Then we've got the Platinum. Now, this is the one that almost everybody buys. Like 95% of our sales come in this category. Why? Well, because I'm getting more points, I'm getting better pricing, I'm getting all the stuff, right? It's $269 today. 30 days from now, it's $135 per month. And oh, by the way, if you tell 3 other people, again, we do the live pricing demonstration. 3's a joke. You're not going to get 3, you're going to get 33, right? But if you tell 3, at that moment, you are now earning more than you are spending, meaning this membership is no longer coming off your credit card. Those travel points, what are they costing you on an ongoing basis? And the answer is zip, zilch, nothing, nada, goose egg, cero dinero. It translates in every language. If it's for free, it's for me, okay? People understand that all over the world. Now, from there, you can tap into our 10X compensation program. You can begin to earn money. Now, number one, if you're in the United States or Canada, Revenue Canada, IRS are about the same. You can write off your house, spouse, kids, meals, travel, entertainment, cell phones, miles on your automobile, right? The average person can save $400 to $500 a month in taxes. Now, don't take my word for that. I want you to Google home business tax deductions. I want you to buy best-selling books from Amazon or Barnes & Nobles. I want you to go and find a savvy tax professional in your community, and you're going to find out from them everything I just said is true. You can save $5,000 to $6,000 a year in taxes. Well, if I'm doing the Platinum membership at $135 a month, it means I'm paying roughly $1,500 a year. I'm also saving roughly $6,000 a year in taxes. So your own CPA is going to look at you and say, wait a minute, you realize that your home business for $1,500 a year is saving you $6,000 a year in taxes. You're saving 4 times as much in taxes as it even costs to be part of the company that's giving you these dream vacations. I mean, whose side are you on, right? And again, you can validate that with your own tax pro. Now, from there, you tell 3 people, they tell 3 people. That kicks in what I call the social sharing ripple effect. Now, this is something you've done your entire life, right? You've told people about a great movie, a great restaurant. You told people about Facebook and Instagram. They got 3 billion users on Facebook and Instagram, 40% of the entire global population, and yet they have never, ever advertised. How do you get 40% of the entire population of the entire planet, 3 billion people, to sign up for your platform when you've never, ever advertised? And you think back for a moment and you're like, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. I invited my friends and my friends invited their friends and their friends invited their friends and their friends invited their friends. Notice the rings keep getting bigger, and their friends invited their friends and their friends invited their friends and their friends invited their friends and their friends invited their friends, right? It's like dropping a rock in the pond and you see the ripples as they continue to spread out. Well, the bigger those ripples get, the bigger the check our company's going to write you on a weekly basis. And guys, the number one thing shared on social media, travel. Nobody goes on vacation without doing a photo dump. If your friends and family are on vacation, you're going to know about it, okay? Now, in our case, when I'm in Dubai for $49 at a 5-star property, you think I'm not putting that on my social media page? You think I'm not going to mention I'm here for $49? You think nobody's going to ask? Wait a minute, hold on. How are you in Dubai for $49? It's this travel thing I got involved with. I'll tell you what, I'll send you a video. Check it out. If you dig it, great. If not, that's okay too. By the way, we're doing a live pricing demonstration. Documentation beats conversation. We're going to pull up Expedia, pull up us, side by side, city by city. You got to see it with your own eyes. People are like, man, send me a link. I'm in. Put them in. Next thing you know, they're telling people they're going on trips. Then they're in some place telling people, you're not going to believe where we are. You're not going to believe the price we paid. And the social sharing ripple effect continues. And the bigger the rings get, the bigger the check gets. The reason that matters, it's going to create a residual income. It's going to create money that comes in every single Friday, whether you work or not. Money that's going to come in every single Friday, whether you're sick or not. Money's going to come in every single Friday, whether you're hurt or not. Money's going to come in every single Friday. I don't mean to be morbid, whether you're alive or not. The money continues to come in every single Friday, Once you become a 2-star director, this is willable, inheritable, sellable. The reason this matters, big time, this is Warren Buffett on the screen. He's the 5th richest man in the entire world. He never inherited money. He didn't inherit anything. He was just as broke as everybody else on his own. He became the 5th richest man in the world. He did it with money. This is a man who understands money. This is his quote. Unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. Now, that is not what is currently being taught at school. That is not what most people driving up and down the road every day are thinking about. They're thinking, man, go to school, get good grades, get a degree, get a job. It's all going to be okay. Today, people know that is total crap. It is not going to be okay. That's why the fastest growing segment of the global economy is the gig economy. Tens of millions of people are flooding into the side hustle. They're driving Uber and Lyft. Why? I got to make some money. Think about that for a moment. Were you not taught that never, ever pick up hitchhikers? Were you never taught that? Well, yeah, but they had a mobile app and they ordered me on the phone. How's that any different than a hitchhiker? Other than he gave a credit card to pay for the ride. You have no idea who that person is. And they're sitting in the back seat of your car. Have you never seen The Godfather? I mean, you never want to be in the front seat with the guy that's in the back seat of the car. And again, I'm being funny here, but I mean, it's a little weird. And people are doing it. Why? Because they got to make some money. They're doing DoorDash. And they're doing Instacart. They're doing Airbnb. They're selling stuff on Amazon and eBay. They're doing podcasts and TikTok videos, YouTube videos. Why? I got to make some money. I can't pay the bills. And the old model no longer works. And everybody knows it. But none of those things make you money while you sleep. They're just another job. If I'm not driving Uber, there's no money. If I'm not dropping food off, there's no money. If I'm not shipping new items into the Amazon warehouse, there's no money. We're going to show you how to make money every single Friday, whether you work or not. And you're building a Netflix type subscription model. So Netflix, 247 million subscribers. They do 32 billion a year in sales. Guys, do you realize that if we just get 1/4 of 1% of the future $15.5 trillion travel industry, that makes us a $38 billion company, bigger than Netflix. I'm not suggesting that's going to happen. I'm suggesting that just 1/4 of 1%, 1/4 of 1% say, wow, Todd, you're going to Vegas tomorrow night. And instead of paying, the price over there at Expedia of $400 and something, you're paying $178. You're going to Dubai for $49. Hey, that sounds kind of good to me. If I can only get 1/4 of 1% to say, man, that sounds good to me. We're a $38 billion company. And again, I'm not suggesting that's going to happen. I'm suggesting that from where we're starting and how big this market is, and we're doing things that have never, ever been done in travel before. The market's so big, you have to go out of your way for this thing not to be something incredible for you and your family, okay? Something amazing for you and your family. I'm not talking about jet airplanes. I'm talking about consistent income that comes in every Friday, whether I work or not. If something were to happen to my wife and I today, we have 3 adult children. They would each inherit a multiple 6-figure residual check that's going up, not down. I don't know about you. I take some peace in that, right? I want to leave something behind. I want to know they're taken care of. I want to know something happens to me. Man, there's money coming in every Friday, whether my wife works or not, that she's taken care of, right? If something happens to me, again, you want to build a financial wall around your family. What father or mother does not want to do that? They all do. They just don't know how to do it. They've never been taught how to do it, right? They've never been given the opportunity to do it. They were just taught, go get a job and now drive Uber. That's just another job. So I'm going to break down the mechanics of our compensation program, okay? So again, it starts by getting 3 people. When you get 3, you're earning $4.45 a day, which means you're earning $135 a month. Well, that's what your membership costs, right? So when I get 3, they take the cost of the membership right out of my commissions, no longer coming off my credit card, not costing me anything on an ongoing basis. I'm getting the travel points for nothing on an ongoing basis. I'm turning those travel points into 4 and 5-star vacations all over the world once every 6 to 7 months, right? How many people like that idea? I mean, a lot. Well, I'm going to assume you bring on a 4th person. You got 2 on the left, 2 on the right. I want to keep the legs even, okay? And I'm going to assume that you go on one of those vacations. You're gone. You're not even in town, okay? And while you're gone, your 4 people invited some people to the live pricing demonstration, right? They got to see it with their own eyes. And next thing you know, you come back, you got 8 customers in your left leg and 8 customers in your right leg. Now you're earning $400 to $700 a month in ongoing residual income, whether you work or not. You got 8 on the left, 8 on the right. They tell a couple people each, right? You do the same. Next thing you know, you got 25 customers in your left leg and 25 customers in your right leg. You are now earning $1,500 to $2,500 per month in ongoing residual income. Well, if those 25 on each side tell a couple people each, next thing you know, you're a 3-star director and you are now earning $2,500 to $3,500 a month in ongoing residual income. If those 63 on each side tell just 1 person each, you now got 125 customers in each leg. You are now earning $4,000 to $5,000 per month in ongoing residual income. And if you could just get half, again, 1/2, just half of those 125 to tell 1 person each, you got 188 customers in your left leg and 188 customers in your right leg, right? When you're qualifying for all the ambassador bonuses, you're now earning $9,000 to $11,000 per month. By the way, this month, the ambassadors all earned over $11,000. The bonuses were off the chart this month. They all earned over 11 grand this month, okay? You're earning $9,000 to $11,000 per month. I've had people get here in 4.5 months. I have a lady, Gulsa. She's in Kazakhstan. I'll be in Kazakhstan in April. Okay, I mean, they speak Russian, the Russian language. We don't even have our travels, our website in the Russian language. We don't have our videos in the Russian language, but they understand 40, 50, 60, 70% off. They're exploding in growth in 5.5 months. She's making $9,000 to $11,000 per month every month in Kazakhstan. And we don't even have our website, that language yet. We will soon, but we don't yet. And I'm flying there in April, right? Because these guys are killing it because they understand we're bringing a new model to the travel industry, right? They understand this is a chance for me to be first at the beginning of a Netflix or something big, right? Now, when you get to this place that you're making this $9,000 to $11,000 per month, okay? A couple of other things are going to happen. Number one, you're going to get the Louis Vuitton experience, right? The company's going to take you to Louis Vuitton. This year, it's going to be in December in Cancun. If you're an ambassador, they're going to give you airfare credit, right? You can fly down to Cancun. They're going to put you in an all-inclusive resort, 5-star, all the food, all the drinks, everything completely covered. We're going to hop in a limousine van, and we're going to go over to the Louis Vuitton, right? We're going to have a private salon there. They're going to be serving champagne, macaroons. Each of you are going to get your own individual shopper, and they're going to give you a gift card to go shopping in the store, right? It is an absolute Cinderella, magical kind of an experience, okay? Plus, when you become an ambassador, in addition to the 4- and 5-star vacation you're getting once every 6 to 7 months, you're going to get 2 more vacations as an ambassador, okay? So, for example, I'm going to Puerto Vallarta for nothing, paying $0.00. Why? Because I'm doing a training there. So the company sent us airfare credit, picked up our room down there, all the food, all the drinks, oceanfront room, all because I'm doing a training with some of our team down there, right? When you become an ambassador, you get the same thing. So you, at this moment, as an ambassador, you're earning $108,000 to $132,000 a year in income. You've had this Cinderella experience at Louis Vuitton. You got 4 unbelievable 4- and 5-star vacations, okay? Every single year. And when you get here, in addition to that, the company's going to give you another position completely for free. Now, you don't have to do anything with that position. You can say, guys, I got my 2 legs. They're growing. They're building. I'm at 10 grand a month. Soon I'll be 15 grand a month, 20 grand a month, 30 grand a month, 40 grand a month. Nothing wrong with that. I got the brand new spot. Never going to do anything with it. But for a lot of you, you're going to end up in Puerto Vallarta. Like I'll be there in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be there at the swim up bar, right? We're going to be talking to everybody, having a great time, right? And, we're going to be having conversations, people from all over the world. I'm going to say, yeah, what did it cost you to be here? What'd you guys pay? Oh man, we paid $1,000, $1,200 a night. Really? Why? What'd you pay? You don't want to know. I'd ruin your trip. I ain't going to do that to you. I ain't going to do that to you. No, what'd you pay? Tell you what, give me your email. I'm going to send you a video. I'm in the travel business. It's going to absolutely blow you away. Check it out. If you dig it, great. If not, that's okay too. So they watch the video. They're like, oh, this is amazing. Hey, tell you what, come on to one of our live pricing demonstrations. You got to see it with your own eyes. Here's Expedia. Here's here's Expedia. Here's us side by side, not even close, right? They're like, man, send me a link. I'm in. Send me a link. You know what? I'll put them in that brand new position I got over there, right? Well, next thing you know, I got 8 on the left, 8 on the right. I'm making $400 to $700 a month, right? Now that's in addition to the 10, 15, 20 grand a month I'm making from my original position. This is my new position. I'm like at 8 on the left, 8 on the right. Well, they tell a couple of people each. I got 25 on the left, 25 on the right, making a couple of grand a month. That's in addition to my 10, 15, 20 grand a month I'm making on my original position. Those 25 on each side tell a couple of people each. I'm making 3 grand, 5 grand. Next thing you know, I got 188 on the left, 188 on the right. I'm making, 10 grand a month in my brand new position, in addition to the 10, 20, 30 grand a month I'm making in my original position. My first position here can go all the way to 96,000 per month. And when I get to 10 grand a month on my second position, guess what? They give me another brand new position. Well, guys, by the way, I'm going to be in the Maldives in April, where we're getting one of those private bungalows above the ocean, that kind of thing, right? We're going to be talking to people there, booked it almost 50% off, right? And when we're done with that, we'll be in Singapore. When we're done with that in June, I'm going to be in Nice. I'm going to be in Monaco. Then I'm going to Sicily, Italy. Then I'm going to be in Rome. And every time I go someplace, I'm meeting new people and I'm having new conversations. And then I'll put them in my brand new position. I'll go do it all over again. And guys, there's no limit to how much money you can make with our company. There's only the question of how willing are you to share with other people the blessing you've now been given. And I hope all of you recognize that this is an absolute unbelievable blessing. I can tell you that for my wife and I, again, we're normal, everyday, average people. And I'll lose my voice here. This is my third Zoom in a row. So my wife managed a Kohl's department store for 20 years, right? We're just normal people trying to pay the bills, okay? Today, we make over twice as much as a cardiologist, right? I mean, guys, it boggles the mind to think of that, right? I look at Eager and Larissa, they make more money than a cardiologist. I look at Daryl and Maria, they make more money than a cardiologist. I look at Ark and Tatiana, they're about to pass up the cardiologist. It takes 14 years of training to become a cardiologist. You're going to be $400,000, $500,000 in student loan debt. The liability insurance alone to be a cardiologist is over 50 grand a year. I mean, again, guys, this is something that can absolutely transform lives. And even if you don't want to make the big money, just the travel, when you're getting to travel to all these places for virtually nothing, showing other people how to make those dreams come true, showing other people how they can make a little money on the side. And for some people, that'll become a lot of money. Learning about our company at this stage of the game, when most people have never heard of it, you can go to almost any arena, any mall where there's a huge gathering of people and take $5,000 in cash and take a bullhorn and say, look, I will give you $5,000 if you can tell me what Travorium is. People are like, who? What? How do you even spell that? Travorium? What? They've never heard of it. That will not always be the case. There was a time you never heard of Facebook. There was a time you never heard of Netflix. There was a time you never heard of a lot of things. Guys, that will not always be the case. I'm not suggesting we'll become as big as those people. I am suggesting getting involved with where we're at to the momentum that we've created. You can absolutely transform your life. All you have to do is get back with whoever invited you to be here and say, man, send me the link, right? Or go validate it. Go sit with your own tax professional. Validate that. Get on a live pricing demonstration. Validate that. Invite your spouse. Invite your friends, right? Call me up. I'm happy to give you even more information. We want to document every aspect of our business. We invite you to look at our business with a critical eye because I think in today's world, you have to be skeptical. But guys, you don't want to be skeptical to the point of being stupid, right? You want to be skeptical to the point of like, hey, if I can validate every aspect of it, then yes, this is in fact something incredible I want to participate in, right? And so, guys, we can validate every part of what we're doing. The company's exploding in growth. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. We will be doing our training call Saturday morning. I'll be doing it from Las Vegas, Nevada. So that call happens at 9 a.m. Saturday morning. And so that's 12 o'clock if you're on the East Coast. We're doing an all-day training in Las Vegas. If you can make it to Vegas this Saturday and you want to come, be my guest, be Gina's guest. If you can get there, just reach out to me, text me. I'll get you the address. Come on over, be part of that training all day. You're going to have, again, my wife and me and Dale and Maria, people making each of us a lot more money than cardiologists, right? Teaching of the simple things we did so that you and your family can have the same experience, right? By the way, on Sunday, we'll be doing one of those live pricing demonstrations. In fact, let me grab the flyer here. We're going to be at meetupworldwide.com. So that's 4 words. We're going to meet up, like we're going to meet up at a bar, right? Meetupworldwide.com. So meetupworldwide.com. We'll be doing that on Sunday. The live pricing demonstration. I'm pulling up the specifics of that particular thing. Learnthistraining.com. Click on this. Okay, here's the flyer. All right, so here's the flyer. So that is going to be at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's on Sunday, okay? If you guys want, you can just take a picture. You can take a screenshot or take a picture of that right there. So screenshot or take a picture. Got the Zoom ID. It's got the time. Screenshot, take a picture. Screenshot, take a picture. Or get with the person who invited you to be here. Or reach out to me or call me. We'll get it to you. Okay, there you go. So again, so that's on Sunday. So that will be a live pricing demonstration we'll be doing on Sunday. We typically do one on Saturday, but we're going to be busy with the training all day Saturday. We're going to be teaching people how to do the live pricing demonstrations themselves, right? So you guys will, actually walk out of the certificate, right? Man, I am certified to go out and teach other people, right? And we want to make sure you guys know how to do that because, again, we've got the pricing, the truth is on our side, right? We're bringing a new model. We're saving people a fortune. We just need you to demonstrate that for other people because I get that people at first are like, it sounds too good to be true. And then as they begin to understand the travel business and how it works and the kind of markup there is in travel and the kind of money these guys are making, like, oh, man, I never knew that. 2 companies control the entire space. I never knew that. And there's a lot you didn't know. And they're like, man, okay, I get it. This isn't too good to be true. This is just clever. This is clever. Long overdue. And again, our owner, finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year for a reason. He's clever, right? And so, when people begin to see that and they realize it's a real company, right? Then they're all over it. And again, that's the beginning of changing people's lives. So appreciate you guys being here tonight. Again, we'll be doing the training call 9 a.m. Saturday morning. By the way, let's just look real quick. I'm not sure what we all have on here. I want to give a shout out to Beverly. I see Miss Beverly there. I see Mr. Gary Thompson. In fact, Gary, if I didn't ask you to be on here, but I'm going to see if you're open. If you are, I'm going to grab Gary here. Again, I didn't ask anyone to be here tonight, but I happen to see Gary Thompson. I know his business is blowing up and doing big things, and just maybe have him come on here. Gary, again, if you're not, you might be, for all I know, you're in your pajamas, right? And so no pressure to come on if you can't. I see my buddy Kyle Thrower. Hey, Kyle, I'm going to just invite you to be on here real quick if you can. No big deal. I see Miss Lorraine Finley. Lorraine, again, no pressure to be on here. Again, you might be in your pajamas for all I know. But for any of you guys that can, I just sent you a little invitation. You can come on the screen and maybe kind of share with everybody your own personal experience. Let's see here. A little delay. We got a couple people accepting, but I got to promote them. There we go. I see you, Kyle. Okay, Kyle, you're our co-host. There you are. Hey, Kyle.
Hello.
So I'm gonna be in your town tomorrow night. So for those you don't know, Kyle is from Las Vegas, Nevada. He's a gentleman who has worked in the resort industry his pretty much entire life in every aspect. Singing, dancing, exterminator, manager, you name it, right? I mean, he's done every aspect of the bit. If you've never been to Vegas, this is a town that knows something about resorts, okay? And they got people that fly in on private jets. They got dignitaries and sheiks that come in and rich Asian business that come in. They put them up in elaborate suites, right? This is a town that knows something about resorts. And so, obviously, Kyle working in that industry his whole life knows what great vacations look like. And so, Kyle, with that being said, how many great vacations have you taken with our company?
I have 33 booked. I have 2 that are in reserve, and I'll be in Puerto Vallarta in your class in 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks for March 13th, whatever that is, March 13th, right?
Yeah, and tomorrow, what 2 days from now? I'm not sure. I'd love to go to your training here, but yeah, I'll be a supervisor at one of the resorts downtown. So that's the thing that kept me from saying, "Oh, can I go or not?" But eventually, if you do this full time, you can go to all of these different wonderful places that Todd brought up. There's always something great to do. You can book trips with us or without us. You're gonna save better than anybody else at the front desk, or like we talked about, Priceline or Expedia. We're getting wonderful deals. I'm going to Puerto Vallarta. Paid $299. It's an all-inclusive, probably worth $3,000. It's going to be a great trip.
Yeah, and boy, you're paying $299, and that's for 2 people. I mean, you're paying $150 per person, right? All
Yes.
the food, all the drinks, all the booze, everything included, right? I mean, guys, they have a steakhouse there called El Dorado. I mean, you can walk in and say, I'll take 3 ribeyes, 2 fillets, bring the pork chop, baked potatoes, some of those kind of potatoes. Yeah, bring some of them veggies, some of them appetizers. They bring me 3 beers, 2 glasses of wine. I mean, guys, everything is included, right? And so you leave your wallet at home, and he's paying $150. I mean, when my wife and I, we fly to LAX, there have been mornings we go order breakfast before we fly out. It cost me $90 for breakfast. I mean, at LA, just for breakfast at LAX is $90. You're paying $150 a person for 5 days, 3 meals a day, steakhouse. They got the Japanese thing, the hibachi place where they do all the fancy stuff on the grill in front of you. They got the French restaurant, the Mexican restaurant, the Thai place, the buffet place. They got food poolside. You got, the hot dogs and hamburgers and taco stand. They got live music. I mean, guys, it's unbelievable. And you paid $299 for 2 people, 5 days, guys. I mean, this is the kind of stuff we're doing that has got people juiced.
Yeah, shout out to Luis or Richard K. One of them is going for free. That's 2 of my partners. So I said, you could go. I guess you can probably add on 2 people. I think for $75, you can add somebody on to the room, I think. But yes, one of them is going to take the other spot. So yeah, ocean view, panoramic view. I already looked at some of the pictures. I can't wait.
You say that, by the way, Kyle, and just so you guys know, you can actually take guests on these things too. We had Miss Nina. We were in Cancun. We're at this unbelievable place, White Sands. I mean, it's a 5-star property. And we were there. We're at the swim up bar. You can see the ocean. And of course, Nina had booked it and she was going alone. But it's for 2 people. So she called her cousin Ashley, said, "Hey, I got this unbelievable resort, all the food, all the drinks, everything included. Place is absolutely 5-star. And if you want, it's already paid for. Come with me." And so she comes, cousin Ashley comes along, and we're all hanging out, having fun. We get to meet her. We're having a good time. I'll never forget, my buddy Bill goes, "Man, I cannot believe we are here for $249. She goes, "You only paid $249. How'd you get this place for $249? Right? Well, that led to a conversation. Next thing you know, cousin Ashley got in the business, right? I mean, she signed up literally there on the spot. And now she just got back from Greece. She was in Athens, Greece, went on the world tour of their. I mean, again, guys, you can just take people on vacation with you, and you're going to get people like, "Okay, I'm in." I mean, again, it's easy, as long as you're out there sharing it in some form, flavor, or fashion. But Kyle, I appreciate you hopping on tonight, just kind of sharing with everybody your own personal experience. I look forward to seeing you there, definitely, obviously, in Puerto Vallarta, if not this upcoming weekend. But guys, again, we'll be back again on Saturday with our training call. Appreciate you being here. Have a great evening, and God bless. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.